You know, for a game that certainly doesn't lack in cool places to explore, these next two areas have to be two of the coolest. They're really, really neat. The Great Tree, and then I believe it's called Ash Lake down at the bottom with the where the Dragon Covenant is at. Anyway, these are really, really unique. Treacherous, but unique. Now we will go navigate our way down the big tree to the best of our abilities. Yeah, I don't fare very well, but eventually, should we make it to the bottom, there is a lot of good stuff to be had, namely dragon scales. Lots and lots of dragon scales, which I will need for the Moonlight Greatsword. And so this is kind of a prerequisite for this build, is to go down here and investigate this place thoroughly. Before I go, I want to finish upgrading my glove.
It has been some time. Truth be told, I thought you would perish.
I have farmed the crap out of Quelaag. And finally, I will have it at Ascended, level 5. This is where my glove is maxed. It is essentially plus 20 now, instead of plus 15. And there's nothing more I can do with that, and I bought all the spells that I want from her. And so now that it's at plus 5, check this out.
I have a favor to ask. My mother, the Witch of Izalith, was one of the primeval lords. Her power came from the soul that she found near the first flame. She focused this power to light a flame of her own. But she failed to control it. The flame of chaos engulfed Mother and my sisters, and molded them into deformed creatures. Only I escaped. And now I am here. But my mother and sisters have been in anguish since. I beseech you, free Mother and my sisters from the flame of chaos. I cannot do it myself. I lack the strength and the bravery. But you, I realize what I am asking. But please, free their poor souls. Mother's ambitions were misguided, no doubt. But surely 1,000 years of atonement is enough.
Alright, nothing more to say there. Anyway, that is essentially a quest. Now, I don't know that it's necessary to go through this dialogue with her.
Now go. Whatever you do.
Before meeting her sister in Lost Izalith and eating the bed of chaos and coming back. Not sure about that. But, because it seems like I have not gotten that dialogue from her, gone and done all that and then come back. But what she offers you is Fire Tempest. And that is Firestorm on steroids, and it is an absolutely devastating pyromancy. It's the strongest. It takes a little while to cast. It's kind of slow. You got to be careful with it, but I'll tell you what, it does work, and I mean it really does work. Fire Tempest and Great Combustion are usually my two go-to pyromancies for the most part. For, environment, I will, run around with, I don't know, fireballs, fire orbs, things of that nature. And combustion, but, say, PvP, or when I know PvP is imminent, such as in, Orlando, or something like that, then, yeah, those are two that I pretty much equip most of the time. They're pretty stout. Alright, so I'm going to work my way. If you'd be just a little bit patient with me, I'm going to go ahead and farm a few more slugs. Notice my humanities up there. I believe your item discovery chance bonus maxes out at 9, somewhere between 9 and 12 humanities, something like that, where you get an added percent chance to find items on enemies. So mine's well over that right now, but while it's up there, I might as well go ahead and take advantage. I mean, I'm in the vicinity, and I probably won't come back here again. I think I have enough green titanite to max out both a divine and a fire weapon. I think after this, after the Great Tree, and then after the, what was it, Ash Lake or whatever, the area at the bottom, I think maybe we'll go do the Undead Asylum and get our Titanite slab and get our Peculiar Dolls, so that when we go to Orlando, we can go into the Painted World at our convenience and get the last Dragon Scale or two that I'm going to need. to max out my Moonlight Greatsword. Alright, so I actually did profit a little bit from that. Honestly, chances are I'm going to wind up losing all of these humanities anyway. It depends on how much problem I have with this Hydra down at the bottom of the tree. Or if I can't, you know, if I slip and fall in the Great Tree itself and then can't get back to my stuff. That's always a possibility too. These next two areas can be kind of annoying sometimes. Here's where the frame rate drops. Got one or two areas down here in the swamp where it does this. And that's fine. This game is good enough to overlook little things like that. It's not that big of a deal. Alright, now we already looted this stuff earlier. And open up the secret doors. So now we just have a straight shot to the back. Go hit this bonfire. Might as well get human and kindle it and everything else. Like I say, if we're going to lose everything anyway, we might as well take some advantage of all these humanities we have on the ticker up there. What was that, 400 souls? That's probably a frog killing itself. We have a lot of these curse frogs down here. They're of a slightly different variety. They tend to curse you a little faster. I have really good curse resistant with the gear I have on right now. That's one advantage of wearing this stuff right here. But, yeah, they do curse you pretty quick. Worst comes to worst, I have purge stones. That's what the purge stones are for, should the worst happen and you actually get cursed. Running around at 50% health for the rest of the game, it's just not my idea of a good time. Okay, now this is the Chloranthe ring. And this essentially does the same thing my shield does. The Grass Crest shield. Essentially the same thing. Makes your stamina regen really fast. I don't have a ring slot open for it. I used this ring extensively in Dark Souls 2, though, in place of Grass Crest shield. We're gonna get out of that. No cursey frog. No cursey for you. Okay, now in that ledge above me, there is a there are a bunch of those crystal lizards that will drop Twinkling Titanites, but yeah, I'm not going to farm for them. I'm not that worried about Twinklings. But now they won't respawn, but they're kind of hard to kill. There's, I guess, different ways you could do it. If you can lock onto one with a sorcery, that might help. You can snipe one, get it cornered, and keep hitting it before it disappears underground. That's another way to get them. However you do it. If you really need Twinklings, there is several to be had from those lizards. There's also one or two other lizards that spawn on some of these ledges here going down. You just have to keep your eye and your ear out for them. But I'm not going to worry about those. Notice these red Titanite chunks, though. Now I can get my fire sword at least to +6. Or +7, so that's cool. Now it's not so necessary for the knights to drop them out at the Undead Asylum. Actually, I forgot there was even red Titanite chunks on the way down here. All the loot that you do see, that you'll see me passing up, they're Titanite of various varieties. I don't know of any Twinklings, but you have some chunks of white, red, normal, blue, all that kind of stuff. And I was supposed to roll. You can safely roll onto that ledge, but apparently the roll button didn't work right then. It decided it was time for me to die, and so there you have it. Now I gotta go find my stuff. No problem rolling right there. I don't know what the difference was, but alright. So be it. Might grab that item down below there, maybe. I'm not going to die to do it, though. At least not on purpose. What do we have here? Oh, so I'll take it. Sweet. I could say it was worth dying, but I'll take it. Where's my stuff? Unless I don't remember being quite this far down. Okay, well. Got it back, at least for now, right? This is really an amazingly designed area. I have to give them that. As much as I hate it, I love it too, because it's just cool. I mean, who thought of this? It's evil, but it's kind of cool all at the same time. Alright, now that's something that I really don't care about, but there it is. Blue Titanite chunk. I think we have one more red one. I think that might be a red one there also. Assuming I can land on that branch, sometimes this is tricky. Oh, sweet. Yes, it is. Nice. Okay, well, I'm going to have a decent fire weapon once I make it down to the bottom of the catacombs and all that good stuff. I do not need these frogs chasing me, getting me from behind or from above while I'm working my way down, so I will clear these guys out on the way down. There's the ladder right there. Make sure there's no more frogs. I'm glad spots don't fall through on this little canopy I'm walking on. That would just make it that much more evil. I wouldn't be surprised if they would put that in there, but I'm glad they didn't. And those curse clouds are pretty thick. Worse than the ones at the bottom of the depths. These guys tend to drop Eyes of Death pretty normal. I'm surprised I haven't gotten a couple already. I have no real need for them. I'm not playing a miracle or a faith-based character, but still. Normally I would have gotten a couple off of these frogs, and not a single one dropped one. That's strange, actually. And from here, it's just basically a spiraling ramp of roots down the rest of the way. Not so bad. Come upon some big mushrooms we can jump on. I think there's a Titanite chunk or a Twinkling Titanite on one of these mushrooms down here, I think. Slept since the last time I was here, but seems there's something. It can be, yeah, there. I think that's it, right there. Try getting it from this angle. Now these little guys, as opposed to the little ones in the forest, these guys are aggravated regardless. They stay angry. Angry little mushrooms, for whatever reason. Wow, that was close. That was really close. Okay, it's a chunk. I thought it might be a twinkling, but whatever. I'll take it. Be able to upgrade my hollow soldier leggings. In fact, once I get the Titanite slab from the end of the asylum, I'll really be able to upgrade them. guys actually hit pretty hard for their size. They headbutt you and throw roundhouses at you. Now, there's going to be some of the really big guys down here. They don't drop the gold pine resin like the big ones in the forest. So it's kind of pointless sitting there fighting them. They have a really bloated amount of hit points. And, yeah, and they will one-hit you. If they don't one-hit kill you, which they probably will, but let's just say they didn't, they can knock you off mushrooms and things like that and corner you. And if the first hit didn't get you, the second one certainly will, so anyway. Alright, we see a bonfire way down there to the right. And we'll have a new friend that we're going to introduce ourselves to shortly, off here to the left. He's much bigger than his younger brother, and probably doesn't appreciate us kicking his younger brother's ass either. And, yeah, there he is. Hydra. Very cool looking out here. I love the music here, and I just love this area. It's really cool. Very, very cool. Alright, and so I think we'll go ahead and become human real quick again, and go ahead and kindle this too, because I might want those extra flasks. Know what I'm saying? And from here, we will go kick that Hydra's ass, or try to, and then go check out the Dragon Covenant, kill us some clams, and find some dragon scales. Sounds good to me. Make this trip worthwhile, all that trouble we went through getting down that stupid tree. Alright, for some more Dark Souls, click the top box, and if you want to check out a complete list of all my video playlists, click the bottom box. And if you want to subscribe and support the Ninja Flips, hit that button right there over my head. Appreciate you watching, and thanks for tuning in, and I will catch you guys on the next one. Bye-bye.